have a serious sunrise this morning. It's very cool. I wouldn't say it's the nicest one I've ever seen, because it's not. But it's definitely very nice. Let's see if we can get to the other side of the yard here. So we have a little bit more sunrise and a little less building. But I wanted to start shooting it anyway, because sometimes they just plain go away when you don't expect them to. Faster than you thought they would. And you're kind of like, darn, missed it, you know? So. It was funny because just a minute or two ago, when I walked out, it was just, all you could see was these bands of gray clouds, and then all of a sudden it just went, color. So, yeah, serious color this morning. That's awesome. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. And see, that's what it looked like when I came out the door. Just gray clouds that were sitting there. Not even any color to them at all. All of a sudden it just went wee. So we had to take advantage of that and take its picture. Yeah, as you can see, Henry's having fun right now trying to take a mud flap off the truck. The mud flap is dying of old age. It has been for a couple of years, and it's gotten to the point now where it really needs to be replaced. He was able to get 2 new mud flaps last year, and he switched the other one out, but he's decided to switch this one out now, and it's always so much fun eating dirt and, you know, all the good things that happen to you when you're under a truck. So that's what he's doing. Having fun under a truck, playing in the mud,
yeah,
which
well,
is dry right now, but nonetheless.
The problem was this mud flap cracked too much.
Yeah.
So I don't have a choice but to replace it.
Yeah, because it had a chunk out of it before, but it was in pretty decent shape, but it's finally crunched the rest of the way. So it's probably the original.
No, this was replaced. This was replaced in Georgia in 2008.
Ah, okay. Well, I think they got their money's worth out of it.
I think so. Back to it.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's Irene with BrainStorm Acres, and here we are in the greenhouse again. Just me and Rufus. And we have made a lot of growth progress in the greenhouse since the last time I took a video. I took a video right before we left for our event in Southern Arizona, just to kind of document where we were at, and very, very pleased with the results since then. So, first of all, the spinach. Now, this has been picked. I'll try and include a picture. We had spinach salad last night, and there was enough spinach here for some nice salads, and I took a picture of one of them. We did our classic spinach salad, which is made with, you know, a dressing and some almonds on top, and mandarin oranges out of a can. Super yummy. Let's see. That's a kohlrabi. This is a kohlrabi, and we're really starting to get some good growth down here. If you wanted small ones those are about 1.5 inches in diameter. If you wanted some small kohlrabis for cream kohlrabi or something, you could get it right now. We eat ours bigger, so that'll be a while longer. This is broccoli, cabbage, sweet stem broccoli, which is a mini broccoli, and we've had more plants come up, so we've got a bunch in there. I'm debating transplanting a couple of these. I did throw some transplanting yesterday, and I may transplant some of these too. Just put them in a spot where they have a better chance of success. You know, move a couple into here and maybe into a new pot. The Vienna, purple Vienna, kohlrabi, choice some. Time for me to harvest that again because we're starting to go to flower. That will be done soon, I think. Usually what happens is the stems start to get too crunchy, but we'll see. My Bright Lights Swiss chard is doing really well. It's really pretty. Starting to get some colors. And these are the other ones that I planted. And again, I wound up with more plants than I planned to there. So I may spread that out. These are carrots. That is, we believe, a volunteer carrot. There's also the vague opportunity, the vague chance it could be something else. But I'm not smelling anything on it yet, so we're thinking it's probably just a carrot. It says Bella Rosa on this side, but it says seaside spinach on the other side. That's seaside spinach. That's a volunteer carrot, probably. These are all carrots, not volunteer. Hercules. Pak choy. And yesterday, one of the things I did was I took one of the pak choy in here that had been too crowded. He was really smushed in next to his buddy, and I moved it over here along with 3 tiara cabbages that were too crowded from this pot. So these are all tiara cabbages. These 3 are tiara cabbages, and that's a pak choy. So I'm going to label those today. Here's our peas. They're doing great. Really pleased with them. Nothing in here yet. Nothing in here yet. Nothing in here yet, because the label's laying down, you can tell that. These are radishes. We've got champions and we've got Roxanne. And they're doing really well. Very pleased with them. None of them are ready to eat yet, but we'll see soon. Red salad bowl lettuce and green star. Now, we have stuff coming up in here, and you can see it right there. Looks like green lettuce to me. And there's another one there. And I can see another plant there. These are not lettuce. I suspect that those are either weeds. Let me get this guy out of here. That's a weed leaf. I suspect they're either weeds or they could be ground cherries. So when they get a little bit bigger, I'll be able to tell, and I will decide at that point what to do. Because I love ground cherries, but they attract bugs terribly. So if I grow them, they're going to have to be grown in a net bag to try and keep the bugs off of them. The problem is they tend to attract bugs to the environment, so not sure I want to do that. Anyway, the other side, seaside spinach, the choice some, the purple Vienna, the Atlantis broccoli, and back again to the quick star kohlrabi. So this wiggly bit here is caused by environmental stress. It will not affect the quality of the part that you eat, which is only the base, which is that bulbous thing down there. So yeah, very pleased with this. And now I have a pile of seeds with me, and I'm going to be checking everybody over to make sure they're watered enough, which I believe everybody is because I did water some yesterday. I'm going to be planting some more stuff, probably setting up a couple more buckets to grow in, and I will bring you back when I've got that worked out. So, see you in a few minutes. And there's the Rufus. He's busy checking out the world. He's been sniffing around this morning, but he hasn't found any mousies, and we haven't gotten any mousies in traps in quite a few days, so I'm hoping they just stay away, because if they come, they're going to die. I know, drama, but I will not tolerate mice in my greenhouse because they do too much damage. So, see you again soon. Okay, I am back. Well, let me show you what I did. First thing, I decided that the sweet stem were so crowded they just weren't going to do well. So I took out a bunch of them that were under here, and I spaced out a couple, left just like one there. And I moved all of those. The dog just climbed under. He says it's too hot. That's funny. I moved all of those down here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kind of got buried by the watering can. It'll be fine. 7 sweet stem broccoli plants. Those are mini broccolis. So I think this will now do way better than it has been. This one, I decided that I must have dropped like 3 seeds right here, and I was like, that's not going to work. So they all came up, and I moved the bright lights. So we are now spread out so that we'll have plants like this rather than all smashed together. So that will be good. It'll be crowning the carrots a little bit, but those carrots will get done and we'll move on. Hercules didn't need anything done. Pak choy, I took some and moved them yesterday. Tiara, I had moved them, I think yesterday too. These have all been transplanted, so we're not crowded anymore. I already told you about sweet stem. And then I started planting some new stuff. So this is Emerald Crown, which is a broccoli. There's our peas, obviously. This is Butter Crunch lettuce. I felt like I needed to get more lettuce in. I planted some old lettuce the other day. It has just started to come up. Well, it has just started to come up, and I decided it wasn't well enough. I still need to water the champion radishes and the Roxanne radishes. And this thing here, we had the red salad bowl and the green stem. When you have somebody coming up here, I decided I would add a few more seeds of red salad bowl right up here where there doesn't appear to be anything growing, and the same thing right down here with the green star. So we'll see. We're just trying to bolster what's already there. Now, on the other side of the greenhouse here, I prepared, topped with new potting soil, and in this case a piece of moss which came out of the potting soil, these 4 pots. This one has got Purple of Sicily, which is a cauliflower. Those seeds were gifted to me, and because I decided not to grow cauliflower. I've never had any luck with cauliflower. I'm giving it a shot. It's early enough in the season, since it's only February, that this might work. And if it doesn't work, I'll know not to do it next time. I'm only spending 1 pot on it. So it's been old soil on the bottom, new soil on the top, seeds in, water from the top, also water from the bottom, because I want to get this, because these are brand new pots. The soil is like this. It's like bone dry. So I want to get those pots in the process so that not all the moisture is being dragged out of the top. This is Katerina, which is I think it's a 45 or 50 day cabbage. So I've got like 4 spots in there with cabbage. This is Conan, which is another type of kohlrabi. I figured I might as well use up the seeds. It's not our favorite variety in the sense that it doesn't grow as great as the Tarek does, but it's fine. I've got a bunch of things going at once here. I'm hoping they'll come off at different times. Kohlrabi is pretty good about holding, so if you don't have to harvest it on exactly a day, so it gives us some flexibility. This is pak choy around the corner, around the edges, just a few, and in the center, marathon broccoli. I've tried this kind of thing before. It generally works because I'll harvest those pak choys as babies before the marathon broccoli really needs a big spot to be in, and with any luck, we'll get pak choy followed by marathon broccoli. So that's what I did this morning. I've been sort of debating what to do. What can I plant this early that is not likely to get smashed by bad weather? And that's what I decided to do. So I went through all my brassicas this morning. That's things in the cabbage family. And I chose some things that hadn't been planted yet, and I planted them. And then we transplanted, like I said, all the stuff that was too crowded that will do better. And I mean, some of these things, like I know, for instance, on these guys, the minute I start harvesting and there's a little space in there, the ones next to them will grow so much faster. But I'm trying to get the ones in there to at least a minimum size. And I'm fertilizing and watering and everything, but I know from experience they will just shoot up like crazy as soon as they have more space. So I decided to give these guys over here the ability to shoot up immediately rather than making them wait. So that's what we're up to. I'm going to do a teeny bit more watering and get back in the house. Got more stuff to do. So until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because obviously we're doing tons of stuff. And just kind of fluffing along right now. I'm also did a little bit of cleanup over here. I know it looks still messy, but I moved some pots around and got some, consolidation, because, oh, Rufus is drinking the water, but that's okay. It's clean water. He stuck his head there. I left some water in there to drown mousies. There's no water in that one, sweetie. It's just the one next to it. Anyway, so he had a drink of water, which is fine, which is why we always use the water that's left in the pots, in the buckets, is always clean water, so if the dog's thirsty, he can just get a slurp. And he's forgotten about that because it's been a long time since we've been in here doing this kind of stuff, and he just remembered, didn't you? You smelled that good water. Yes, you did. You smelled that good water, and you had to have some. Yes. So, until next time, bye. Oh, and don't forget to keep brainstorming, because obviously we are.